On a warm August night in 1989, gunshots shattered the peace of an affluent Beverly Hills neighborhood. The victims, Jose and Kitty Menendez, a wealthy couple living the American dream. The accused, their own sons, Lyle and Erik Menendez. This is the story of the Menendez Brothers, a tale that captivated the nation and continues to spark debate decades later. It's a story of privilege, alleged abuse, and a crime that would forever change the lives of two young men and the American legal system. From their lavish upbringing to the shocking murders, through the sensational trials and recent developments, we'll explore the twists and turns of this infamous case. Jose and Kitty Menendez seem to embody the American dream. Cuban-born Jose had built a successful career in the entertainment industry, rising to become a high-powered executive at RCA Records. Kitty, a former beauty queen, dedicated herself to raising their two sons, Lyle and Erik. The family lived in a luxurious mansion in Beverly Hills, a testament to their wealth and status. From the outside, the Menendez household appeared to be the picture of success and privilege. Lyle, born in 1968, and Erik, born in 1970, grew up in an environment of extreme pressure and expectations. Their father, Jose, was known for his demanding nature, pushing his sons to excel in academics and sports. He had grand ambitions for his boys, envisioning them as future titans of industry or professional athletes. Despite their privileged upbringing, life for the Menendez brothers was far from idyllic. Behind closed doors, the family dynamics were complex and troubled. Both brothers later claimed they suffered years of emotional and sexual abuse at the hands of their father, allegations that would become central to their defense strategy. The boys attended prestigious schools and had access to the best resources money could buy. Lyle even made it to Princeton University, though he was suspended for plagiarism after his freshman year. Erik was a talented tennis player, with hopes of turning professional. However, as the brothers entered their late teens and early 20s, cracks began to show. There were incidents of petty crime, including burglary, which their parents largely managed to keep quiet. The brothers also began to spend money extravagantly, racking up significant debts. In the months leading up to August 1989, tensions in the Menendez household were reaching a boiling point. Jose was growing increasingly frustrated with what he saw as his son's lack of direction and responsibility. He was reportedly considering cutting them out of his will. It was against this backdrop of privilege, pressure, and alleged abuse that the shocking events of August 20th, 1989, would unfold, forever changing the lives of the Menendez brothers and captivating the nation's attention for years to come. On the evening of August 20th, 1989, a shocking act of violence unfolded in the affluent neighborhood of Beverly Hills, California. Jose and Kitty Menendez, parents to Lyle and Erik Menendez, were settling in for a quiet night at home in their mansion on North Elm Drive. At approximately 10 p.m., neighbors reported hearing what sounded like firecrackers. These sounds were, in fact, gunshots. Lyle, then 21, and Erik, 18, had entered the family room where their parents were watching TV and opened fire with shotguns. Jose Menendez was shot point-blank in the back of the head, killing him instantly. Kitty, awakened by the noise, attempted to flee but was shot several times in her arms and legs before falling. Reports suggest she was then shot in the face, rendering her unrecognizable. After the shooting, the brothers left the house, disposed of their shotguns on Mulholland Drive, and went to a movie theater, allegedly to establish an alibi. They then returned home around midnight and called 911, feigning distress and shock at discovering their parents' bodies.
Beverly Hills emergency.
Yes, police.
What's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem?
Someone killed my parents.
Pardon me?
Someone killed my parents.
What? Who? Are they still there?
Yes.
The people...
No.
Were they shot?
Hey, man,
Were they shot?
Yes.
They were shot?
Yes.
102 response. 722 North Elm on a
What happened? Hey, stay there, man!
trying to get screened further. Other units responding. Is the person still there?
What happened? We have units around. What happened? Who shot who?
I don't hear anything. I just came home.
You came home and found who shot?
My mom and dad.
You know if they're still in the house, the people that did the shooting.
Get away from him.
Okay, hang on. Let me talk to Erik. Who is the person that was shot?
My mom and my dad.
Your mom and dad?
My mom and my dad.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, we're on our way over there with an ambulance.
Okay, I gotta go.
Okay.
Initially, the police considered the possibility of a mob hit due to Jose's business connections. The brothers played the part of grieving sons convincingly, even attending their parents' funeral dressed in designer suits reportedly bought with their parents' money just days after the murders. For months, the brothers lived lavishly, spending millions from their parents' estate on luxury cars, watches, and even a restaurant. This extravagant behavior would later raise suspicions about their involvement in the crime. It wasn't until March 1990, when Erik confessed to his psychologist, Jerome Oziel, that the truth began to unravel. The confession, coupled with the brothers' spending spree and inconsistencies in their stories, led to their arrest in March 1990. The brutality of the crime, combined with the brothers' apparent lack of remorse, shocked the nation and set the stage for what would become one of the most high-profile and controversial trials of the 1990s. The trials, which began in 1993, captivated the nation. For the first time, Americans witnessed a high-profile court case broadcast live on television. The brothers' defense team, led by Leslie Abramson, argued that the killings were an act of self-defense after years of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse. The first trials ended in hung juries, split over whether to convict the brothers of manslaughter or murder. In 1996, a second trial was held, this time without cameras in the courtroom. The prosecution painted a picture of two greedy sons who murdered their parents for inheritance. The defense's abuse claims were largely dismissed in the second trial, and both brothers were found guilty of first-degree murder. On July 2, 1996, Judge Stanley Weisberg sentenced the brothers to life in prison without the possibility of parole. They were sent to separate prisons to serve their sentences. The Menendez case became a landmark in the American justice system, sparking debates about the influence of television on high-profile trials, the role of childhood trauma in criminal behavior, and the complexities of family dynamics in cases of parricide. For years, the brothers remained in separate facilities, unable to see or communicate with each other directly. This separation would last for more than 2 decades. In February 2018, after 22 years of separation, Lyle and Erik Menendez were reunited at the Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego. As of 2024, both brothers remain incarcerated at the R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility. They have continued to maintain their innocence regarding the premeditated nature of the murders, though they acknowledge killing their parents. In recent years, the case has seen renewed interest, particularly on social media platforms like TikTok, where younger generations have been discovering and discussing the case. This resurgence has led to new documentaries, podcasts, and television specials exploring the complexities of the Menendez case. Despite numerous appeals and petitions, their convictions have been upheld, and they continue to serve their life sentences without the possibility of parole. The Menendez Brothers case left an indelible mark on American culture and the legal system. It was one of the first high-profile trials to be broadcast live on television, paving the way for future televised court proceedings and influencing public perception of the justice system. The Menendez Brothers case remains one of the most notorious and complex criminal cases in American history. From the shocking murders in Beverly Hills to the televised trials that captivated the nation, the story of Lyle and Erik Menendez continues to provoke discussion and debate. As we conclude this look at the Menendez Brothers case, we encourage you to delve deeper, examine the facts, and form your own opinions about this complex and tragic story. If this deep dive into the Menendez case caught your interest, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories. Turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.